Maple Creek was the kind of small town where everyone knew the rhythm of everyone else's life. And for years, Nurse Clara Benton, 32, was part of that rhythm. She worked the night shift at Maple Creek Community Clinic, steady, reliable, the kind of nurse patients asked for by name. People trusted her. Her co-workers adored her. Her elderly patients called her an angel. But on a rainy Thursday morning, Clara never arrived home after her shift. When her car was later found abandoned at a quiet intersection on the outskirts of town, the community was shaken. Maple Creek was safe. Nothing like this ever happened there. Rising action. At first, everyone believed it had to be a random act of violence. Clara had no known enemies. She didn't drink, didn't party, wasn't the type to sneak around. Neighbors came together, distributing flyers and forming search groups that combed the woods and farmland around town. But as detectives dug into Clara's last movements, the first crack appeared. Clara hadn't driven straight home after her shift. Her phone data showed she'd taken a 15-minute detour toward the Old Mill Road, a place she had no reason to go. Then another odd detail surfaced. Someone had deleted several messages from her phone the night she disappeared. Investigation. Detective Harris led the investigation, starting with Clara's personal life. Everyone assumed she lived a quiet, predictable existence. But soon, secrets began to emerge. First was her strained relationship with her husband, Mark Benton, a local carpenter. Neighbors admitted they often heard arguments. Muffled, but intense. But Mark had an alibi. He was with his brother repairing the roof of the family shop that morning. Next was a co-worker, Dr. Evan Lloyd, who seemed unusually emotional during questioning. Staff whispered that he relied heavily on Clara during night shifts, maybe too heavily. But his messages to her were professional, nothing more. The investigation stalled, until a search team found a single item near the riverbank. Clara's clinic ID card, snapped in half. And beside it, a muddy footprint from a work boot, size 10. Mystery. Detectives began reviewing security footage from around the abandoned intersection. One camera, an old storefront CCTV, caught Clara's car pulling over around 6:18 a.m. Another car pulled up behind her. The footage was grainy, but the vehicle looked like a dark blue pickup truck. Only a few people in Maple Creek owned a truck that color. One of them was Jake Rowland, Mark's childhood friend and a well-known handyman in town. Jake had always been friendly, soft-spoken, and respectful, and he often did repairs at the clinic. When questioned, Jake said he hadn't been anywhere near the intersection. He claimed he spent the morning at home, but Jake wore size 10 work boots. Detectives also discovered something he didn't expect them to find. Jake and Clara had exchanged dozens of secret texts over the past 2 months. Not romantic, at least not obviously, but emotional. Long messages about Clara feeling trapped, conflicted, and unable to find peace at home. Jake had become her confidant. Then the final piece landed. A neighbor's doorbell camera caught Jake's blue truck leaving his driveway at 6:02 a.m., the exact window when Clara vanished. Ending. Confronted with mounting evidence, Jake eventually confessed, but not to a planned attack. According to him, Clara had asked to meet him that morning. She wanted to leave her husband, move out, and start over. Jake thought she might want to start over with him. But when she made it clear she only wanted friendship and support, not a romantic relationship, Jake snapped. A heated argument turned into a desperate struggle. In his panic, he pushed her. She fell, struck her head, and went still. Terrified, Jake moved her body deeper into the woods, hoping no one would ever find it. Clara Benton's remains were discovered 2 weeks later, buried under a shallow layer of leaves. Maple Creek was never the same. The town mourned the loss of the nurse who had cared for so many, and wrestled with the painful truth that her killer wasn't a stranger, but someone who lived among them, someone they trusted. The disappearance that once looked like a random crime turned out to be a tragedy born from hidden emotions, secrecy, and obsession. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video for more real-life true crime stories.